As you see here, I have a wonderful six-pack of not beer, but six-pack of yogurt, and boom, that is my key for efficiency, is not even breaking them off. What's up guys, welcome back to another episode of AM Training. So I'm going to go ahead and do this whole video, week 2 of the GZCL method Rippler with voiceover. So I haven't done a voiceover in a long time. Probably the last time I did one was probably this video. Kung Fu Style! So I'm gonna do this whole car side commentary dubbed over and tell you how I got this white kind of monster that you see before you with my cunning skill and kung fu agility. Now I'm not gonna go ahead and do that type of editing on this video just because that actually took kind of a good chunk of time there, but yeah, let's go ahead and talk about my training. As you can see here, I have the GZCL Rippler method, and this is actually the Excel sheet that he has on his website. You can see here I'm actually on week 2. If you missed week 1, definitely go check that out, but you can see all my numbers here. He definitely recommends using like a 2 rep max, kind of similar what Jim Wendler says with using 90% of your training max. So what they want to do is want to make sure that you're able to hit that 1 rep max any given day if you're having a bad time. I've been reading a couple of Cody Lefevere's, a lot of his blogs, and likes to play it safe with that 1 rep max. Pretty much something you can hit any given day. And with the tier 2 numbers, he wants you to try to do a 5 rep max kind of thing, and moving up to a 10 rep max for your tier 3. I did change the Excel sheet here a little bit, trying to make it to my liking, not so much where it's going to look completely different, but I did add notes just because I like to record things that you know, happen during the workout, how much sleep I've been getting, so I can see if sleep has been affecting me, because as of many of you perverts know, I don't get a lot of good sleep, but I haven't been going to school lately because of course I graduated, yay me, and I actually have more time to sleep, and also yeah, it just works out that way. So I've been getting an average of 7 hours of sleep, which is pretty damn good compared to the 4 hours I've been sleeping before. Alright, so right here I am wrapping up, and I'm still kind of getting used to these wraps, but it's pretty damn good. I love these wraps. They're really soft compared to my ABT convict style ones. Those were kind of a casting type of wrap, and no wonder I never liked wrapping up my wrists because they freaking hurt. So with these gangster wraps, I definitely did enjoy benching with them. They feel a whole lot more sturdy and feels pretty damn good. So here you notice that I changed my bench stance. I'm no longer on my tippy toes because I feel like I've been, you know, just in case I want to try to compete in the USAPL. Also, I've been reading a lot on Jennifer Thompson's type of style where she really drives through, so I think a lot of the factor with me just fixing up my bench technique is pretty much trying to really squeeze the pinkies like Jen would say, and also drive my legs through. Of course, you see here my incline bench press, and now you see my behind the neck presses. Now these movements right here, the behind the neck press and also the upright row, these are not very popular with physical therapists, so of course I know this because I work in a physical therapy clinic, and they hate these movements because these movements tend to be pretty aggressive on the shoulder impingement. As you see here, I have a wonderful six-pack of not beer, but six-pack of yogurt, and boom, that is my key for efficiency, is not even breaking them off. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw all this wonderful stuff in my story, so make sure you follow me on Instagram because these are life-changing skills here. And with these life-changing skills, I am up to 199. So before I started this bodybuilding whole thing, I was at 190, and now pretty much 10 more pounds. So moving on to the next day, got some cinematic editing for you there, or tried to. You know, I'm still working on this editing, but hopefully you guys enjoy it because it does take some time, I've noticed. So if you see all these cutaways and everything like that, it looks like I have multiple cameras, but behind the scenes here is actually every camera angle that you're seeing here, that's gonna be a different set. So I just kind of piece it together where it looks like I have multiple cameras. At least that's what happens when you don't have friends to record you. So here I am still experiencing back pain. I would say a 5 out of 10, I believe is what I said, and it's definitely something noticeable. I definitely have to brace really tight through in order to make sure that I don't snap my shit up. But yeah, it definitely noticed. But with the whole thing here is that I am having radicular pain, so pretty much pain going down the leg, going through the sciatic nerve. As we go through on the week, you'll see that it starts to get better, even though my pain gets worse in my back. I've talked about this before because this is called centralization. So the worst part of me squatting is just the unracking. So I couldn't really explode out the hole, and you can see here it's really painful for me to unrack the bar. And right here you see some people come up to me, so I'm gonna go and let this play. Alright, so if you are a fan of the channel, I've done this before. All those little subtitles, those are true. Those are word for word, verbatim. I don't change anything they say, of course. So if you like that little subtitle, definitely give me a thumbs up, because sometimes I know you guys forget. Even my wife will watch my videos and forget to give me a thumbs up, which hurts my heart. But here you see my tier 2 accessories here. Pretty much doing some pull-ups and some curls in the deadlift platform. Now that is a little cringeworthy, but you know, I'll embrace it. You gotta definitely love your bodybuilding movements here. So moving on to the next day, it's Thursday. This is pretty much warm-up for me because I'm trying to do the slingshot. I added the slingshot to add more volume and more practice with getting used to the benching movement, because before 275 was a grinder because I took about a good 6 weeks off of benching, and so this is all pretty much new to me. It feels new to me, at least. And of course I have my wrist wraps. Those are definitely comfortable, and everything feels pretty damn good. I am surprised. So now with this week 2 tends to be a week where all your tier 1 movements are going to be AMRAP for the last pretty much for last set. So as you see here, this should be my last set if I remember correctly. I pretty much get 6 in all of my lifts except for the slingshot. I do get a 7th rep on the slingshot, and then followed up with some tier 2 work, which is close grip, bench, and incline, as you can see here. And same thing, I'm really trying to focus on squeezing with the pinky, and also doing some pullovers. Now this movement's a little weird. I haven't really done this movement, so hopefully I'm doing it correctly, because it's weird. Alright, moving on to the next day. It is Friday, and Friday is deadlift day for me. And deadlifting with a broken back definitely feels painful. So I definitely had to brace as tight as I could, and I remember pretty much I'm doing some good bracing because I felt like I was gonna pass out. As you can see here, my face is pretty damn red. Now the painful thing here is that I have maybe a 6 out of 10 back pain, which is worse from the beginning of the week, but it is worse as in pain, but not in actually what's going on. So what's going on is centralization. I don't have any radicular pain going down the leg, which is awesome, because that is a sign that things are getting better. So I've been doing a lot of bird dog exercises and things that will help out with that radicular pain. I'm trying to focus on getting a lot of core strength and still kind of have movement through. So there are 2 types of physical therapists, where they say that some just love extension based exercise where you're gonna do a lot of prone press ups, and that's gonna help get the herniated disc back and help with that back pain. And then there's also the other side of things where people or physical therapists will believe that just getting movement into it will help heal the back. So there has been a lot of studies with that. I tend to be in the middle. I mean, I've done a lot of press ups when I had a herniated disc, and there's a certain point where there's like law of diminishing gains. I felt like I was getting too loose. As you can see here, I'm doing some front squats, which I hate, and a lot of times you see me unrack the bar. It's really painful because just that rebound really hurts the back. Now if you follow me on Instagram, of course you probably saw this post before, but this is the key thing here with eating a frozen burrito, is to make sure that you accompany it with some tamales, guacamole, sour cream, and cheese. And that is all I had to say for this commentary. So train hard, train smart, make sure you like, subscribe, comment if you wanna. So with this program, I went ahead and changed a couple things. I went ahead and changed the basic You know, overhead press, I changed that to a slingshot. I think that's the carryover is gonna be pretty good for that. Now with this program, you see that I kind of tweaked it a little bit and changed a couple of exercises and things around, and just to make it a little bit more specific for